Hey, what's up, Life Church? I want to say hello from the Bronx, here in New York, right?
Woo, boogie down Bronx.
I love it, the Boogie Down Bronx. I'm standing alongside Pastor Fernando Cabrera of New Life Church here in the Bronx. As you can tell, we just got done with church. 3 services rolling today.
Yes.
And we put you up on camera to talk even more.
Come on.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Well, tell you what, we're here because we actually partner with this church here in the Bronx. New Life Church and Life Church have a partnership, and it's so great. I really wanted you to listen in, and it starts with you, Pastor Cabrera, and your heart for this church. Tell me just a little bit about what you do and how New Life came to be here in the Bronx.
Well, we started 28 years ago. I came with my wife, my daughter. My wife was pregnant, and we had a vision to come right here in the Bronx. And it was during a time that the Bronx was facing a lot of challenges. The crack epidemic, the crime was at an all-time high. 2,500 people were being murdered every year. But I felt a beacon call from God to come to the Bronx, and it was tough. I have to tell you, it was tough at the beginning, especially when you have a big dream. You had that huge dream, and then you see that you don't have all those resources. But we've been at it for 28 years, and now we have 3 services. We're getting ready to go to a brand new building. But it's been a story to tell.
You mentioned that a brand new building. We're actually in a gym right now that you rent out just for Sundays. You run 3 services here, but you're moving into a new facility because your church is growing, and you got to make space for it, right?
Absolutely. We're going to be moving in September, and literally we've been working for the last 3 years to get into a brand new building. It's going to be one of the biggest buildings in this side of the Bronx. It's going to have the state-of-the-art technology to reach young people, and our church is just static, full of expectancy of what God is going to do. But we've been in a portable situation, and anybody who's ever done portable, you know how tough that could be.
Yeah.
Especially, we're on the 4th floor.
Yeah, you can't see this right now. We're inside. We're on the 4th floor at that.
A 4th floor of a gym, and we have no parking around here. You experienced that.
I did. I'm about a mile down the road right now.
And man, it's just challenging. But that's what makes it sweeter.
Yeah.
That's what makes it sweeter, because you can see that people are coming because they want to. They're coming because their lives are being changed. They're inviting their friends because they know what happened to them could happen to them as well.
Sure. Now, you mentioned this earlier. When you moved here 28 years ago, right? You had a big God-sized dream of reaching this community. However, in the Bronx, poverty's really at a record high. Poorest congressional district in America,
Yes.
correct?
Correct.
So when you have those big dreams and there's a lack of resource, there's a gap that's there, right? Tell me a little bit, and this is where Life Church gets to come in and kind of partner alongside of you. Tell me how we as a church are able to help you sort of bridge that gap between your dreams and the lack of resources that
I
you've
have to
got.
tell you, Life Church has been the missing link. It has been the bridge. It bridged the gap between that vision and the lack of resources. When the average person here live way below the poverty level, and that's reflected in the giving, not because they don't want to give, it's just proportional. And yet we had the 10th highest rent in all of America. So you do the math. It's just very difficult to do church here.
Yeah.
But that's where Life Church has come in. The resources that you have provided to us, the free curriculum that we get for children's church that you got to see yourself that they were doing downstairs, to be able to get the access to the music, the sermons, the messages, to be able to get hold of the graphics, all of the art that I know it takes just a ton of time that literally we don't have, because in our church nobody gets paid. I mean, we do this out of the kindness of our heart, and we volunteer. We love it, and because of the lack of the resources, and we put all the resources towards the building. See, Life Church in so many ways have been able to be the scaffold for us, to help us build what the kingdom of God is doing right here in the Bronx. It's just awesome. We are so literally, we are very, very grateful. And don't stop, because we need it.
We'll try our best not to. You can see, church, why we had to come out here and talk to Pastor Fernando, because what God's doing here is really nothing short of spectacular. And what I love, what we didn't even mention, like he said, no one gets paid here. Everyone on staff is bivocational. And this guy seriously gives his entire life to meeting the needs of this community. He's a city council member during the day. He's a pastor on the weekend, and just a man of the community. And here's the reality, church. We get to partner with him. We get to partner with New Life Church, and there's no greater honor that we have. It's your irrational generosity, literally, that's not only making a difference in your local communities, but right here in the poorest congressional district in America, in the Bronx of New York. So thank you guys so much for being a church that lives out our mission of leading people to become fully devoted followers of Christ and believing that the local church is the hope of the world. Now, before we go, I will say, if you're a church leader that's watching this or tuning in and you need some free resources, there's an easy way to get to it, just like Pastor Fernando talked about. All you got to do is go to the Open Network, and it's a very easy website to remember. It's just open.church. That's the Life.Church Open Network. There you'll find all of the kids' curriculum, all of our graphics and videos that Life Church produces, sermon notes, transcripts, extra curriculum for your life group, whatever. And the best part, how much does it cost?
$0.
$0.
Like we say in the Bronx, $0.99.
I love it. It is all completely free.
Yes.
And that is honestly just from our heart to your church to be able to bless you in the work that you're doing, because we believe fully the local church is the hope of the world, just as it is here in the Bronx, here in New York. So it is with your church. It's our honor to partner with you. Thank you, Life Church, for tuning in.
Yes.
You're the ones that make it happen as we lead people to become fully devoted followers of Christ.